Alrighty, welcome everyone to The Brothers Commonplace, a comedy and crime podcast where we cover monsters, murders, mysteries, and more. And before we get into today's crazy topic, I want y'all to meet my favorite little seaman, because it's a boat episode.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
What's going on, guys? This is Tim. I don't know if you could tell. I mean, we probably still look the same on camera, but we're all pretty excited. We just got picked up for a reality show on the E Network. It's pretty badass. Like guys, I mean, yeah, as you guys know, we all live together, and there's just a bunch of drama usually with us. A lot, just one of us is banging the other. We, it's just a bunch of stuff going on, but it's just at the end of the day, like we always just hang out and we just get drunk off our favorite alcoholic drink. So E's like, dude, we got to make a reality show out of this. So look for that. It's supposed to be coming out around Christmas. The E Network is going to be called Total Zimas.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I like that, dude.
Instead of Total Zimas.
Fuck yeah.
By the time that show's over, they're going to have to change the name of it to the Re Network.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
The Zimas, that was the very first alcoholic drink I tried was a Zima that was we had like this small like hotel room size refrigerator in the garage that my dad kept bait in, and there was a Zima in it, and I just fucking opened it and drank it one day when I was like 13.
Damn it, why'd you have to say the age? I was like, so then what did you do after last week?
Dude, speaking of my dad real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. Tomorrow would have been my mom and dad's anniversary, so shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
Staying
Congrats.
strong.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the Greens
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
and all that they created.
Thank you, Spence.
Hi, this is Spence. My seafaring name is Captain Tent Pitcher.
Oh,
Fuck yeah, baby.
fuck yeah, dude. I love that.
And that's about all I got.
That's all you
But,
need. A whole
all you
lot,
need.
baby.
Exactly. The whole crew calls me that on the ship while we're out at sea.
Fuck yeah. Because of the implication.
Wait, are we
hurting this?
You wouldn't be in any danger, so they're in danger.
I can't come up with a good boat pun. So I don't know, suck my nipples and slap my ass and call me granddaddy. It's the two.
Granddaddy? Oh yeah, I like that.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it is your boy Kev, aka the Dirty Dog, and I'm just listening to some records here. Just me and Frodo, just hanging out, listening to some music, and
yeah.
I got it going right here. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna sing along to it real quick. As the snow flies in a cold and gray Chicago morning. Oh, this is a good song. I don't know who it's by though. Hey Frodo, do you know who this song's by? So stupid. It's written by some sort of Elvis. I'm sorry.
That is
I actually
yeah.
forgot. I forgot the punchline. I'm like,
my
where am
God.
I going with this?
that is a good
Implying
Frodo
that
though.
Frodo isn't you.
Oh yeah. Oh
Well, if
shit.
the camera is aimed at my feet, you would think otherwise.
Dude, your Frodo voice is just your voice when you have to go pee really bad. I hope there's no one in the bathroom.
I hope there's no one in there making stink. So, alrighty. I hope you boys brought your C legs and your A game.
Oh, it actually is a boat episode.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah.
Because it's time to jump into a mystery out on the water. That's right. Today and today
It's
only.
about time.
Submitted for the approval of the Brothers Commonplace. I bring you
Yes.
the mystery of the crew of the Sarah Joe.
Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah. And before
Sarah
going
Joe
in-
sounds like a sandwich.
It does, dude.
Yeah.
Let me get a meatball sandwich. That's not even had anything to do with that. Just Fast
And your
Times at
phone.
Ridgemont High. Dude, rest in peace to I know we've said a lot of rest in pieces lately, but I don't want to make any of the people that have passed away feel bad. but this is the most important one. Chuck E. Cheese has announced they're not reopening.
Oh fuck!
So-
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
dude, there was no way.
So
Like, you can't just have a bunch of kids.
I know.
They're like, that's like the dirtiest possible thing ever.
Yeah, that's true. CC's Pizza announced the same thing, but people are more surprised that they actually were still open. So
Do you remember that kid that one time we were there that just stared at us? And we're like, dude, what the fuck is this kid doing?
Yeah, if they name that place after their food rating, it'd be F minus F minus. That's not even a real grade.
Yeah, dude.
F minus, dude.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you want to hit up F minus later?
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm in.
So
I'll go grab my report card real quick.
But yeah, the crew of the Sarah Joe. This is a pretty interesting one. Our sources for this episode: the Sarah Joe mystery on YouTube. There's also a documentary called Hannah Remembers Her Sons on YouTube. I didn't fully watch that one though, but it has interviews with like the family and friends of the crew. Also, Unsolved Mysteries, Maui News, HistoricMysteries.com, and Medium.com. And I think there's one or two more we might mention later.
Unsolved Mysteries is coming back on Netflix.
Well,
Oh,
that's
is
cool.
it? That
Yeah,
dude's still
they're-
alive? Or is
It's
it
probably
someone
not
else?
gonna be him. You would think it'd be somebody else because they had it out for a while when it was somebody different. It was the fucking fuck. It was the
The fat girl from Pitch Perfect.
oh fuck yeah, I wish.
But
No.
instead of showing mystery, she just eats her own pussy.
Fuck yes.
fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, I'm
No,
sorry,
and stealing,
Spence. Don't leave. I'm sorry, brother.
and stealing Harvard, the like father-in-law, it was him.
Oh, the dude with the J. Jonah Jameson looking dude?
Yeah, he was the host for a while.
Shit, who is that guy?
I don't know. I've never seen him in anything else but that and Unsolved Mysteries.
He's like got that plastic body with money hidden in it. Why would you have
Fuck
money
yeah.
in that thing? That makes no
Why wouldn't
sense.
you?
That's true.
So is this by chance? If it's Unsolved Mysteries, is this a disappearance of a boat? Maybe.
Well, not the boat exactly. We'll get into it, Jeremiah.
Well, I just want to say, if it's about a disappearance of a boat and maybe it shows back up again, would an appropriate song be? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Scotty Joe?
It's Sarah Joe, dude.
Scotty.
Scotty Joe is a good
what
one.
is
dude.
it?
Hey, Scotty
What's the
doesn't
boat
know
called?
too.
Sarah Joe. You'll
Sarah
find out
Joe.
it was named after someone's mother and father.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Before we
Dude,
go,
when you edit this, you might have said Scotty.
did I?
Maybe. Interesting. Let me know.
Uh,
Or maybe I'm a
you're what?
maybe I'm not good at listening sometimes.
A renob. Before we do start, I do want to mention something about Patreon. We will be bringing Patreon back sometime soon, possibly next month. However, I contacted them and was like, yeah, we still have, our Patreon is canceled. I was like, but when I go to start it back up, it doesn't make it live yet, but it does show like the 40 or so people that were still subscribed to it. And I wanted to start over from zero, but I didn't want to make a new account because I wanted to keep all the episodes we already have uploaded on there. I was like,
Yeah.
so can I remove everyone on there so that when we start back up, they don't get charged? And the reply was, well, you don't charge them until the first of the month. Like, they only get charged on the first. So if you start up now, they wouldn't get charged for a couple of weeks. I'm like, you guys.
Yeah, that's not what we're saying, you
Yeah.
idiots.
So I'm going to start it back up sometime next month, but I'm going to email everyone on there and let them know, like, hey, if you don't want to support this, that's completely fine. Just make sure you cancel it so you don't get charged. Because that's so shitty that it starts up and it already has 40 people that might not even remember that they were a part of it, you know?
Yeah.
I just don't want anyone to
And-
get fucked over.
And a lot of
After
people just went on there for Andrew.
Those people might even be
Yeah,
there.
that's true. What's that, too?
Wait a minute. If some of these people died of COVID, do we still get their money? Like, we'll just keep charging their account that's just vacant?
I don't know. We'll have to find out, dude.
Yeah.
Start it up right now. We have we have till the first.
I think that's how it works, because don't the people still have the Obama phones?
We'll call that the bigger short.
Oh yeah, I had a friend who mentioned something about the D&D
Yeah.
like podcast stuff and talk about when our Patreon's gonna be brought back up. And I want to congratulate him also on his marriage, Gary and Austin. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Hey,
congrats.
dude.
Hell yeah, Gary.
Gary and Austin, is that what you said?
Yep.
Congratulations. Hell yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, never mind. It's the stupid Scotty Joe thing again.
And you also said the very first Patreon episode we record is going to be Poop Casso. So we're going to do that. Whenever it comes back, I will give you guys a heads up. But Poop Casso will be the first thing. What the hell was that? What did you just do? Oh!
Kobe!
COVID. Just joking.
Dude, Undertaker saying Kobe was so awesome.
Dude, so good.
Dude,
I was
what
so
about him
happy
saying
about
it probably after he missed? That's how late he said. He's like, Kobe.
COVID.
Yeah, he says it a while. What I
Shit.
think that was taped before Kobe died. I think, right? Like that. What?
Probably,
like I can't remember where they were, but
Maybe, yeah.
I'm
Dude.
pretty sure.
I don't want.
It was in.
Did you guys see the like the autopsy report of the Kobe crash? Holy fuck.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
Dude,
don't want to
he's
get.
like missing his. Oh,
it's-
okay.
I don't want to get like super. It's pretty much like when Anakin crawled out of like the lava. Like that's not even trying to be a
Lord.
joke. That's
It's the
that's
wildest
almost-
shit. It's
that's
really
almost
like
what it
without
was.
pictures, it's the most graphic thing I've read.
Yeah, that's
Fuck.
almost what it was. Like, it was fucked up. But okay,
He did not survive. 100% no way of surviving what the fuck I read.
You guys ready to get started?
They're like, yeah, it says the victim here had anal contusions.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to that. You work in the sex offenders department.
Yeah.
So, alrighty, here we go. To start off, we will be setting our sails in the Hawaiian town of Hana, which is located in Maui County. Maui, wowie!
Oh fuck yeah,
And
that's half baked, right?
yeah, half baked,
Yeah.
dude. Hey, either it's someone smoking weed or someone needs to do their shirt laundry. I don't remember what he says exactly, but he smells his
Yeah,
shirt.
that's pretty much it.
So this is a small island. According to the 2010 census, it has close to 1,200 people living there, and it is located on the southeastern end of Maui Island. So that might have just been the town of Hana, actually. 1,200 people, and that's located on the southeastern end of Maui Island. And a fun note here, Pat Benatar lives there, and so did George Harrison. So hell yeah, rock on and rest in peace. Even though I fucking pretty much hated the Beatles.
Everyone does.
Because I mean, I don't know, John Lennon's just kind of a prick.
I like
We
a
all, hate
couple
the,
of their
we all hate the Beatles. It's okay, Kev. You're not alone, brother.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's just like he's a prick, or he was. And like I listened to a Love Line that his son was on, and he kind of seemed like a prick too.
Has he been doing better now, or is he still kind of?
Shot in the
Prickish.
dark, dude. I don't know. No, I mean I don't know
Yeah.
jack shit about the Beatles. I've only heard like
Yeah.
their singles, and I don't really care for them. I do like one song. I like that Her Majesty's a Pretty Nice Girl. That one, and that's pretty much it.
I'm not sure. I like.
Insane
know.
Anger. I like Saint Anger.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
one. Yeah, yeah. Faded. Wait, fuck. Is it Faded Black? Is that the
Painted
fucking
Black?
Painted Black? That's it. The Rolling
That's
Stones
Painted
song.
Black.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just cracking a joke that it was Beatles.
Oh, the
Fuck.
Stones are better than the Beatles.
Oh, for sure.
I tie a noose. I hang myself. Yoko around my neck.
They
fuck
tied
yeah.
a noose in my
You know,
garage.
it sucked, dude.
NASCAR. Dude, that
Did they-
whole thing. Yeah, they're like, yeah.
Was
brother,
that like a hoax or was that real?
It's been there for like 9 months. It's just a knot that they tie in like garages, so it's easier to pull the door down.
Oh my god, is that what it was?
Dude,
Yeah,
they're like
that's what it
they're
was.
like this could have fit around anyone's neck.
Dude, that would have even fit around his
Oh.
dick, dude.
Fuck,
It wouldn't have.
dude.
He
Dude,
could've
what
put
if
his-
that was the dick handle?
hey, your kids' dicks are bigger than them sausages.
Fucking cuts him up, dude.
You're so good.
Dude, I
Well,
remember.
But when he cuts them up,
all
they're
people
still
have
bigger
different
than our
hair.
dicks.
I remember one time I was watching There's Something About Mary. It was like me, my cousins, and my aunt and my murdering uncle. And
Yeah, what were you doing, Kev?
Oh, it is that scene that I'm going to talk about.
Fuck
but I
yeah.
didn't know. I was real young. I didn't know what was going on. And the whole time he's doing it, my cousin's laughing. He's like, "What is he doing?" He's laughing, going, "What is he doing,
yeah.
man?" And we're all
Yeah.
laughing. And someone's like, "Shut up! You don't know what he's doing, so forget about it." And we're all laughing. And I the whole time was like, "Man, I hope they don't ask me because I don't know what's going on."
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Is
You're
that-
too
is that
busy
hair?
playing
What
the
if they-
guy with the arm crutches.
Oh,
Everyone in
Oh fuck
hey,
yeah,
that's
dude.
a very good query, Mary. The name's
Everyone in your
Norm.
family, Kev, looks at you and they're like, "So, Kev, what does this mean?" You're like, "I don't know. They're like an Asian gang or something."
Dude, his family was the Asian gang, man. What are you talking about?
It's
Yeah,
true,
no
dude.
kidding.
Until I killed my brother.
Oh,
He's like, oh, where he grabs a shotgun. What's the movie called? Brother, Evil Brother, or something like that.
oh, fuck.
I can't think what it's called.
Two brothers?
No, didn't you show us shit from it or something
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah. But all right, so February 11th, 1979, just 2 days after the Warriors came out in theaters, 5 local
fuck yeah.
dudes would end up making a hashtag Wildman decision that day that would result in a strange mystery and disappearance.
Sweet.
Those 5 good boys, I'm going to apologize, I'm going to fuck the names up, were 38-year-old Benjamin Columbine,
Columbine.
Fushigi,
how I read it.
27-year-old Ralph Ralph
Maggio.
I'm so sorry because these are victims and I apologize, but I don't know these. This next one
fuck
I'll
yeah,
get
dude.
right. 27-year-old Scott Mormon. So, hey, come and knock at our door, and I'm a Mormon. That's, all right.
Oh, fuck yeah.
26-year-old dude. One time I got fucking swindled, man. These fucking Mormons tricked me.
Oh, yeah, they did.
I ordered a Book of Mormon just because I wanted to read it, just for fun. I mean, I wasn't just gonna read. I just kind of wanted one to own, and because I
Yeah.
thought
Is
it'd
this
be
real, Kevin?
yeah. This is when I was
Yeah.
living in
You
Ashland.
told this story before.
Because I thought it'd be funny if people came over and I just had a Book of Mormon out on the table. That was really it. Like, it was a joke for me and no one else. And so I ordered one because they're free. I didn't realize the catch is, though, that they show up at your door with it. And they don't just give it to you unless you want to give them some time. So
Oh,
the 2
fuck
guys showed up, and I was like, God damn it, man. So I was like, fuck. So I talked to him for a little bit. They were super nice. And then, like, 5 years later, they kept calling me again, and the only address they had was the girl I was living with. So I hope they keep
Yeah.
showing up at her house because they
Fuck
keep
yeah,
calling
dude.
me
Oh,
like
yeah.
once a
Dude.
year.
Did they
have
sit
to.
in that 70s chair?
Oh my god, dude, that 70s share. Oh, that's a good story. Fuck, we're really sidetracked. Do you guys want to hear that story real quick? Or?
It was a good story, dude.
The house on Eastern Avenue, right?
Yeah. So we had this chair that was like ugly as fuck. It was like one of the worst chairs I've ever seen. We called it that 70s chair. It was like baby shit green with like white spots. It was so fucking ugly. But my girlfriend was super proud when she bought it. She's like, "Yeah, I this was listed as $50, and I talked him down to like 40.
$50. It was listed at $50.
And I talked it down to like 40. And before Mark came over, I was like, Mark, dude, I was like, we have this stupid fucking chair. Please don't make fun of it. Like, if she mentions it, just say you really like it. And I told her the story. He's like, awesome. He's like, if she asked, I'd be like, man, I would pay $50 for that, but if I could talk him down to 40, I would. Mark, man, I love Mark.
Fuck yeah, dude. Do you remember too fucking with that cat? Like your scared cat that hid in the basement.
Oh yeah,
Sagoman?
dude.
Yeah, dude,
Sagoman.
it fucking did like was
A
it
backflip.
Sagoman?
Yeah, it was my Bengal cat, and it just
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
leaped off and did a backflip off him. We're like, whoa.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Sagoman. I thought it was a different cat.
Yeah, no, I just had
Yeah.
Sagoben and Nighthawk.
So Sagwa eventually liked being there. Like
Yeah,
that must have been like its first day there or something.
yeah.
Because I remember like just fucking doing a backflip and freaking out and shit. Remember him fighting on the
Oh
on
yeah,
the
dude.
steps, dude. It was a shit.
Yeah, dude. Nighthawk was a little bitch, dude.
Yeah. Well, I get a little scared.
Dude, remember? Okay, I'm so sorry how sidetracked we are. We had this pedestal thing. It was like this statue that was probably like 3 feet tall, and it had like a flat surface on top. And for some reason, me and Tim would always pick up the cat and be like, "Well, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta put the pussy on the pedestal." And we'd put the cat on the statue. It made no sense, dude.
We laughed at it every time.
So, okay, here we go. So these 5 guys, oh, I didn't even list them all. Benjamin Kalama, Ralph Malakini, Scott Mormon, Patrick Wozner, and Peter Hanchett. I'm so sorry. I probably mispronounced all those, and I apologize. But they were 38, 27, 27, 26, and 31 years old.
Mm,
And they made good hamburgers.
They made some great, excellent hamburgers.
I
And
bet.
these 5 guys, wow, as soon as I said
Oh,
it.
fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. I didn't even catch that either.
Neither. These 5 guys were all friends, and they had been friends for many years. And between the 5 of them, they had over 50 years of seagoing experience. So,
Ooh.
Ralph, he was a professional fisherman. So even though not all of them were like professional fishermen, they had a lot of experience on the water. They were all in some like pretty good shape and stuff. So they weren't just your average Joes.
So 50 years, that's it, huh?
Yeah.
I've had more years just trying to fucking fish around in my underwear while I'm drunk trying to find my little dickie to piss. 50 years ain't nothing.
Damn, dude. You
Shit,
fucking,
dude.
you told them to. If I'm
Just
glad.
trying to fucking find it, man. Just fucking fishing around there looking for it.
I like how you've been doing that for over 50 years.
That was a visual
I've been
joke.
doing it in the basement for over 80 years.
If anyone's listening, that was a visual joke. If you want to see that, check the YouTube page.
Yeah.
We don't even have a basement.
Basement. Dude, me and Andrew watched the clips of that the other day.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, the
Fuck yeah,
chords? It looked like your
Chords.
belly button pee-pee.
PP. Dude, how many times I laugh at that? Like your belly button, PP.
Toof's bandana throw. Hey, mother truckers.
When we throw him out, we turn around, he's just back in there. She's just like, what?
I wrote this book.
He got shut up.
Is the what's it called? The traveling
The
salesman or
traveling
whatever?
salesman.
Is it
Yeah.
online?
No, I have all the clips
be.
of it. Oh, it might
Oh.
be. I don't know.
The edited version, I'll dig it up for you, Toof.
Okay, good.
So the group of guys, they were all working a construction job together. I think they were fixing up someone's house. And then they were like, you know what, boys? It's fucking nice as shit out here today. What do you say we skip this construction work and we just go do some goddamn fishing? So hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Hashtag wild man. Fuck yeah.
Hashtag
Work
wild man.
sucks.
Hell yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like half my customers.
Fuck yeah, Blink. Hell yeah, dude.
But that's so good. Like all 5 of them friends are all together, like working on this house. Like, you know what, guys? We could do this. But it's pretty fucking nice out. All right, yeah, let's all go fishing. Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
So
Dude, that just sounds like us at the restaurant I used to work at. We could get something done right now, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's
Dude.
go stab some boxes.
Dude, I remember one day I called off to go to Cedar Point, and I was like, I have a doctor's appointment. And then I went in there to do truck with Mark. They're like, you're with Mark, and you're wearing, I was just wearing fucking like flip-flops and like swimming trunks and a fucking wife beater. Like, clearly I'm not going to the doctor's. I'm going in there with Mark. I was like, no, I'm going in a little bit. Like, you're fucking going to Cedar Point with Mark.
Dude, yeah, you both can't take off that day. Well, we're in the same grade, and it's our prom. So, I mean, we're obviously both not going
Dude,
to
that
be
shit
here.
was so, I hated you guys so much for that.
I didn't go to my senior prom. No, I did. I didn't go to my junior prom.
So yeah, it was definitely your senior prom because I wouldn't have known you for your junior prom.
So the 5 of them, they went off to go fishing, and Ralph Malachini, he would borrow a 17-foot-long Boston Whaler motorboat with an 85-horsepower engine by the name of Sarah Joe.
Nice.
And Ralph, he borrowed this boat from his twin brother, Robert. And the Sarah Joe, it was a boat that Robert had acquired in the 1970s sometime, and then he named it Sarah Joe after his mother, Sarah, and father, Joe. Toof,
cool.
are you clipping your fucking toenails right now, dude? Hold up your right hand. What's in your right hand? And don't set it down. What?
Yeah,
Ew, I expected the clippers. No!
Too tall. Too tall.
Get that out of there. God damn it.
Fucker.
Dude.
You wanted it, you got it.
God. He's chewing
the
it.
whole-
Remember this?
Spit
Dude,
it
all
out.
40 of our fucking fans are going to see that, too.
God damn. Toof used to hold me down, and he would pick his nose, and he would put bloody boogers on his teeth, and he would hold me down and make me look at it.
No.
Yeah. He would do
Fuck,
that with
dude.
bloody boogers
Dude.
on his teeth.
Oh, Toof.
Why were
I
they
think it's good out
bloody?
loud. Sorry about that.
I have no idea. He'd pick them deep, dude.
Oh yeah, I went real deep.
Yeah, dude.
They weren't even
Delved
boogers. You're
too
just pulling
deep.
out pieces of
Too
poop.
deep. So,
Dude, is that so funny?
So they
Picked
got
him
You
so
said he
deep
went real
that he
deep.
released a Balrog.
fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. So they borrow the boat to Sarah Joe. Ralph, they also had a second boat, but that one just stayed on land because it didn't really float or do anything at all, unless like that boat had a guarantee that it was going to be the best exciting, like just the best overall day in history. But that piece of shit boat was called the Grandpa Joe.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was broken down until they got that golden ticket.
Ah,
he
fuck.
doesn't die in the end, does he?
Yeah, dude.
He does.
Yeah, he gets hit by a car. It's
Oh.
like, what if he
man.
had the Meat Joe? He got Meat Joe blacked at the end of it, dude. No, he doesn't die. I don't think.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but dude, I remember watching an episode of the Twilight Zone, and he was in it, and I was like, "Fuck! I hope he fucking dies, dude. I hope he bites the bullet in this," but didn't happen.
Yeah.
So they take the boat to Sarah Joe, and it's a Sunday. The weather is nice, and the boys are about to do some fishing. And then they head out under the water, and they're never heard from again, for the
Damn.
most part. Yeah, so here's what happens next. It's about 10 a.m. or so when they leave the harbor and they go out onto the water, which is the Pacific Ocean, by the way.
Oh fuck. Okay.
To be more specific, it was the Pacific Ocean.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh no, I was thinking it was just gonna be like a little lake or something.
Could you be a little more Pacific?
Did you say where they were? Like what, like town and stuff? Like, have you said that?
Yeah, it's Hawaiian Islands.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's in
gotcha. I
Hawaii.
didn't remember
Yeah,
that.
it was Hana. Which,
Gotcha.
never mind. It was
That's in
gonna-
the Pacific Ocean?
on the one side of it. Oh, I mean the whole thing, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, for
Man,
some
I
reason I
gotta
was thinking it was
update
gonna be
my
like a
joke.
lake.
Yeah, I mean they go through a channel between two of the islands and then out into the ocean.
Was it like the TV Guide channel? That's not even funny.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, dude.
Hey,
Was
that's,
it like
hey,
Channel
that's the
2
only,
where
that's
you
the only
just
thing I
listen
can
to country
serve.
music?
So
Oh fuck yeah.
so it's I don't even know where I was. So the water is calm. It's a nice clear day, and then at about 1 p.m. shit hits the fan. A quote freak wind from the mountains comes in, which is a sign that a storm is about to hit. So
Fuck
John Hanchett Sr., which was Peter's father, he heads out to the shoreline with a bunch of others to try and spot the Sarah Joe and alert the boys that they need to come on in. Hey, what do they say in Sleepaway Camp where he's like, hey, the doctor's coming at the beginning?
Huh.
I remember.
And they're trying to wave him. Oh, it don't matter. Never mind then.
Did we ever think of what he said? Like, hey, bobbity bob, or whatever. Like,
Hey,
did we ever?
boppity bop.
Yeah.
No.
We never thought of what it was.
Fuck, let me look it up, dude.
We played it so many times.
I think it was eat shit and live.
I was still like, how is that a burn?
Oh, God, I'm
Fuck
trying
yeah.
to find it.
Hey, bobbity bob, or something like that, but that's not that.
No. The full movie. I'm bringing up the full movie right now, so the people listening are going to see it. Shit. Where does that part happen at? Do you remember?
It's not. It's like one of the first deaths. I think it might be the first death because the fucking
you doing,
rapist guy doesn't actually die.
I'm trying to find it. There's the beehive scene.
I think it's before that, isn't it?
Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. Okay.
You fall in, you could be eaten alive.
Hey, quit rocking it, will ya?
Why? You're not scared of a few snakes and turtles, are you?
Kenny, stop it! I'm almost back.
Okay, here we go.
Leslie. Leslie.
I know you guys can't hear it. Sorry.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey you.
I just want to know what the
You
fuck
guys
it
are real
says.
schmucks.
I think it's right here.
It should be. He's like under the canoe, like when it's flipped over.
out there?
Yeah.
Hey, Baba Reba. Hey, Baba Reba.
Inquiring
Hey.
minds want to know.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, bobbery bop.
Hey,
Hey,
bobbery
bobbery bop.
bop.
Yeah, so the people watching this video are gonna see that.
Yeah. Hey, Bobbery Bob. Dude, it's so fucking
Bobbery
good.
Bob. So a storm was coming, and they didn't want to be out in that, especially with this little-ass boat. It's only a 17-footer with 5 guys on board. There's no cover or roof. It's just like the boat bed or whatever the fuck that's called. Like one you would just
Yeah.
pretty much see out in a pond, like just like the
Yeah.
one of those. And a storm would fuck that up. And I'm
Oh,
pretty
for sure.
sure, like, if I saw that boat and I just tossed a steel-toe boot into the water next to it, that I'd probably flip the son of a bitch. So,
It's just a Poseidon adventure.
That's how it happened.
dude, Poseidon's kiss whenever you take a shit and
fuck
the
it, just
turd
water.
drops in the toilet and the water splashes up and hits your butthole.
Dude, I'm always worried about that, like shitting in like public places and stuff. Because I don't know what's in that
Yeah, that's
fucking
gross,
shit.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, what if the reason Andrew takes so long to go shit in the morning at him and Kev's work is because he's always trying to hide in the toilet? So when Kevin goes shit next, he tries to do an Andrew's kiss to him.
Okay.
Andrew's kiss is just when you try to poop, he just puts his nose up and blocks his shit from coming out.
He's like a turtle. He puts his
It's
head
like a
up
little-
like a turtle to block it.
It's like a little Eskimo kiss, but to your butthole.
And he tries to trick you to make you think you shit, so he breathes up on you so you can smell his shit breath.
And he takes one of his hands. He takes one of his hands and slaps the water to make the noise so you think the poop fell.
Like, I like how in this story, Andrew's small enough to be in the toilet without us noticing.
I'm still
Like
just,
we sit down without noticing him in there.
I'm just
But
picturing
his
him as
nose
a turtle.
is still big enough to block an asshole.
So yes,
So good.
So a storm would fuck that little boat up, and from the shoreline they keep looking and looking, but there's no sign of this boat anywhere. They don't see any signs of it. No people, none of the crew, no boat, no dice. And then within a couple of hours, the storm would hit that area. So there's like crazy winds, giant waves, Calypso getting released from her bonds, just pure madness going
Yeah,
on.
hell yeah.
And,
Bringing out some Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Fuck yeah, dude. That movie sucked. I still liked it, but it's not good.
No, the first two are decent.
Oh,
The first one's amazing.
The first one is so good, yeah.
Yeah.
And so John, this fucking hashtag wild man, he's out there trying to find his son and the rest of the guys. So he's like going out there in this fucking storm. And this isn't just a storm. Like I think it's one of the worst ones this area had like ever gotten. So it's
Wow.
it's really
Hashtag
fucked
wild
up.
man.
Unfortunately, though, he has no luck, and he comes back to the shore just finding no traces of him at all.
What was the boat that he went out in?
I'm
I
not
take
sure.
it bigger than 17 feet.
I'm not sure.
His boat was like the Rachel Bob.
Heard
Fuck yeah, dude.
they call it the Larry Nance Jr. That's not even funny.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's a
Why
wave
would
and
they call it
flies like
that?
30 feet up in the air, and he dunks it into a volcano.
It was called the Kyrie Irving because it was really good at sinking.
Oh, yeah,
Sink
dude.
in and thought the earth was flat.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, you know what, Tim?
That's what threw them off with their boat.
I'm kind of on Kyrie's side, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Why does he say he went from being my favorite player like 5 years ago to being like, dude,
Just
it's
a
like,
straight idiot.
I'm like embarrassed to say that like you were one of my favorite players
Yeah.
because he's just
Embarrassed that his shot fucking won us a championship.
he is so much fun to watch though.
Yeah.
So the Sarah Joe mystery video on Merc on YouTube or by Merc on YouTube mentions that in the early evening hours the crew
It wasn't by Sal.
Mur by Mur
Fuck yeah.
Sal and but
No, that's other 5 guys we wish would drown in the ocean.
come on, dude.
Oh, dude,
There's only
no.
4 of them, and that's not
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, they're
including
funny.
Andrew.
Hey, maybe just Q, but I'm just joking.
Dude, his fucking weird hair would just spread apart and fucking keep it surface level.
This is the worst seaweed we've ever seen.
It spreads apart and it looks like a fucking oil spill.
So the Sarah Joe mystery video by Merc on YouTube, they mentioned that in the early evening hours, the crew of the Sarah Joe sent out a distress signal saying that they were having engine problems, and to make things worse, responders were unable to make contact again with the guys on board. So I don't know, that mentioned that they sent out a signal. I don't know how they did it or how they would have. I'm not quite sure, but Yeah, one source mentions that.
Does Robin Williams play Merc? It's just a Mork and Mindy joke.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess. What's that, Dad? You had something to say? Engine problems. How'd the Native Americans get out on the water? I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
Kev, just tell your dad last time there was engine problems, we just gave him blankets.
No, I'm so sorry. That's we have some Native American listeners, so hopefully they found that like not to be. We're dumb. I'm sorry. That is offensive. But I'm sorry.
We're idiots.
Make fun of us. We're dumb in white. I mean, we suck, dude.
Yeah.
You're not white.
Well, I'm like part white,
Part.
part white, part Asian.
Yeah. We're all Asian from the waist down.
Yeah.
Asian.
True.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We're all sort of like Elizabeth Warren, though, because we're all
right.
black and Native American. So, no, she never said she was black, did she?
Probably.
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
And like Joe Biden, if you're black, you'll listen to us if you know what's good for you.
Fuck yeah.
Did he actually say that? I saw that like somebody said that was a quote.
Yeah,
Something
true.
close to that.
Fuck, man. Holy shit.
so where were we? So the next day, John he goes back out there looking for him, continuing his search, but this time with a marine biologist named John Naughton. I think that's how you say his name. But once again, they found nothing. Then day 3, I like this captain, his name, Jim Cushman.
Nice.
All right, yeah, man. Hey, pass that Cush, man. Jim.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was Captain Weed Dog.
I would say his name was Captain Cushman, and his favorite app was Grinder.
Oh, hell yeah, it was, dude.
Got him.
Fuck yes.
There's so many posts on Reddit that's just a weed grinder, and people are like, "What is this thing?"
Dude, it was
Like, I
seriously
don't know
so
what-
fucking funny. He's like, they interlocked perfectly.
Dude, I,
The teeth, they go right together.
I get so many of them at work, dude. Dude, we've had 2 Hatchet Man chains come in since I've worked there, dude.
Have they both
yes.
gone to Andrew?
One went to our boy Alex way back in the day, and then one went to Andrew.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, how
Dude,
happy is
nice.
still does Andrew wear it or keep it around?
No, he has it
Dude.
somewhere. I don't know what he does with it.
You guys don't know. It was actually pretty cool. Like me and Andrew had a bonfire the other night, and Andrew actually just fucking put it in the fire and then branded himself with it. It was pretty
Fuck.
sweet.
Fuck yeah,
That's hardcore.
Yeah, dude, how surprised?
Like John Wick.
Exactly. Yeah. Would you even be fucking surprised if Andrew did that though?
I wouldn't be any less surprised if we were at a party and we were all drinking around the bonfire and I had this bottle. I'm like, hey, how about a little brandy? And then he's like, how about a little brandy for me? And that's when he did the Hatchet Man brand to himself with that.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, dude.
But
He
no,
does it to like one of his eyeballs, and he just doesn't need his glasses anymore.
yeah, I like that
He
you threw
throw-
them off. I
He
don't
throws
need
those in the fuck. He throws those in the fire.
dude,
Cast it into the fire.
the coolest thing I have that I found at work right now is it's like this steel thing like this big, and then someone just welded out the word Griswold and then a Christmas tree. And I
Fuck yeah, dude.
yeah, dude.
You kept that, right?
Oh yeah, I got it up at
Oh,
work.
for sure. That's bad. Why would somebody like they threw that out?
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
Doesn't
Why'd
make
you
any
throw that
sense.
out?
Hey Jeremiah, where you going?
He's gone.
Jeremy?
Dude, it might have been worth money when Chevy dies. Like
Yeah.
what?
dude.
Like tomorrow?
Too bad he's a prick.
Like how is he still alive?
I don't know. He's like a huge asshole.
Like you can't have money
Yeah,
to
I've
eat.
heard.
Like there's no way he makes money.
Isn't he on Community?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. Did he stay on it like the whole time though?
No. Hey, what did
I didn't
Mel
think so.
Gibson do recently that was like super funny? Didn't he say something funny?
Yeah. Say something about Jews again, or
It was close. He called Winona Ryder a Jewish oven dodger.
What's that mean?
what does that even mean?
Really?
He said something. I think didn't he say something about John Lennon back in the day that was funny.
Dude, so when I used to work with Kevin and Andrew, the coolest metal thing I found was a fucking ninja star with Kevin's picture on it.
Oh,
my
hell
God,
yeah,
dude.
dude.
Oh, god
That
damn it.
does look like Kev.
So April
Fuck yeah.
April 13th, 2012, Mel Gibson.
Oh my god, his reflection.
Mel Gibson denies saying that John Lennon deserved to be shot.
Fuck yeah,
But
dude.
this is what he also said. I'm glad
And Kevin agrees with him.
I'm glad he's dead. He deserved to be shot. He was fucking
He was what?
Messianic. Listen to his songs. Imagine. I hate that fucking song. I'm glad he's dead.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Hashtag
dude.
wild man.
Hashtag wild. I mean, I obviously don't agree with all that. I mean, that sucks that John Lennon was murdered, but I mean, he's still a prick. Doesn't mean he deserves to die. Oh, I just saw your name is Mingo on here, Toof.
Mhm.
That's cool.
How?
Because I put
think
my
it just
mouse over
auto-
it and it just says Mingo. Jeremiah Wingo Dingo.
Who are we?
So, you
Oh, yeah,
guys
this
are
man, Dirty
fellow Jitster.
Nice.
So, day 3, Captain Jim Cushman of the Coast Guard, he went out there searching for the Sarah Joe, not only by ship, but they had helicopter as well. So they had the Coast Guard, Marine Corps, and Civil Air Patrol. They're all trying to help out in the search. And when they didn't find anything, they said, fuck it, we're bringing out the big guns. They decided the next best thing to do, helicopter, fuck, it didn't work. Coast Guard, not jack shit. Marine
No
Corps,
way.
more like Marine Bore, because they didn't do
Oh,
shit. They
They
brought,
brought
out,
in the deep.
They,
oh fuck
I
yeah.
wish, dude. They brought out the homing pigeons. So
Fuck yeah.
they were supposed to make noises and call out if they found people in the sea.
Mm.
Oh,
That makes
So,
sense.
Well, okay.
Unfortunately, all the druids.
was Lawrence Fishburne controlling them?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Fucking John Wick.
But yeah, they had homing pigeons, but they didn't find anyone. And days just keep going by like the end of the Family Matters theme song, and no sign of the Sarah Joe.
Hey, give me a 2-minute.
What are you gonna do?
Intermission.
Have sex and smoke a cigarette?
Oh,
Dude, his ass crack. Man. If anyone is just listening to this episode, Toof has done like 10 super funny things that you're gonna want to see. Actually, they're all things you
Yeah.
probably don't want to see, except for that last
Yeah.
one where he shook his ass. That was pretty cool.
yeah, that's pretty great.
That
Yeah.
ass thing. It's like when my customers try to reach for the Little Debbie, like host, like the zingers down at the bottom
Yeah,
shelf,
dude.
Fuck
and they
yeah.
squat down to get it. I
Oh.
gotta have this.
Dude,
Gotta have another one.
we worked with this guy. Like, it wasn't even just crack either. It was like full ass was
Oh.
always out, man.
Oh,
Remember Kev Dog? I can't remember if you were there
Was
for
it-
Spence. It was the slightly handicapped guy, the one that knocked himself out and then was like standing in the parking lot, and we
The
kept
one who
telling
looked-
people he
oh
was
yeah,
dead.
fucking he looked like
Yeah.
Egon, but I don't remember his
Yeah.
name. Ralph?
Oh,
no, not
it
Ralph.
was it's Ryan.
Ryan. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
I heard all kinds of
dude.
shit.
I remember I tried to talk to him one of the first days. I was like, "Hey, how's it going, man? My name's Kevin," and he told me his name. I was like, "So what kind of stuff you into?" He's like, "Well, I like to race my RC car." I was like,
You're
"Oh
like,
my
"All right,
god,
well."
this guy is."
I'm done talking.
Sorry to say it, but this guy's
Dude.
a little mentally off.
Swear to God, the one time he said to my ex-girlfriend, the guy I was dating at the time, he looks at her. She was just like, she was a server and she was just putting her dishes away. He looked at her. He's like, they call me the pile driver. And that actually fucking happened.
What if he's like, he looked at her and he's like, "I'd like a piece of that." I
But
do.
he's just looking at like the fries that were brought back.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I do remember the pile driver thing, dude.
Yeah, dude, it happened. Like,
You-
Toof can ask her.
He got lost in our parking lot. He just wandered out
Yeah.
there and got lost, dude, for a while. Remember? We were like, dude, he might be dying.
Yeah,
just
we kept
wandering
telling
around.
people inside that he was dead.
Like
Like,
when
hey, he's dead out there.
like when your dog is dying and they go under the porch to die alone. He was doing that in the parking lot, but then just lived.
Unfortunately.
There
Yep.
was one time, like, he would always come in and like not do anything and then ask for free meals. And one time he was supposed to do the dumpster pad, and he just didn't do it because he said his back hurt. And he comes in, he's like, "Hey Donna, do I still get my complimentary biscuit?" And Donna's like, "No, you didn't do anything." And she just made him go home. It was the best shit ever.
I swear to God, this guy, I checked him out, dude. He has a huge dick. His bulge was so huge. I remember pointing out, being like, "Guys, just look at it when he comes back. He has such a huge bulge.
Dude.
It's unreal." It was huge,
Remember-
man.
Remember sniffing that one dude's coat?
Wait, are you talking about Grandpa
What was his-
Joe?
Yeah, what was his name?
Fuck.
What was his name?
Oh, it's not Frank, but it's like
No, like his son
Dwayne.
wanted to get.
Dwayne.
Yeah, Dwayne.
We had
Dude,
this
we just
guy
fucking sniffed his coat
who
one
was
time.
he looked 100% like Grandpa Joe in every way, but he would show up in like a camouflage in like an army camo jacket, and every time we'd hang it up, we'd go back there and smell it because it
Yeah.
smelled like
Oh my god.
80% kerosene, 20% just old pour, and
Yeah.
and just asshole and shit, dude. We'd
Dude,
always
we
smell
would
it.
like have a competition to see who could take like the biggest whiff of his coat.
And he'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, oh, hey, how's it going, Dwayne? What'd you do today? Well, we went and we dropped off the newspapers at the post office today. Went to the trading post. Like, that's how he talked. We're like, what the fuck, dude? You're late because you were hanging out at the post office? It's 5 o'clock, man.
Dude, that's a happening place. You gotta hang out at the post
Kev
office.
hated him so much.
Dude, he was probably like 5'8", and his son was a 6 foot tall black
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah, it made no fucking sense.
He was like, yeah,
What?
he was telling us how his son was getting hired there, and this guy walked in. We're like, it looks like,
We're like, who the fuck is this? Like Samoan.
yeah, he really did look like the dude on Shallow Hal,
Yeah.
the Hawaiian dude. Wasn't
Yeah.
he? I don't know what race he was. I'm sorry for being racist. I thought he was a black guy.
Oh.
Was
No,
he?
I don't know what
It's
he
like,
was,
when is
honestly.
Vince gonna make this guy the new face?
Okay.
He comes out and they just call him Roman Brains.
Oh yes.
Hey, 2% raise.
Oh, fuck yeah. It was so good.
Could I have a piece of that turkey? Dude, we'd be cutting turkey, and he would want like 100 pieces. He'd be like, "Hey, could I get a piece of that turkey?"
Yeah, like, just fucking come get it, dude. We're not bringing it to you.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is sidetracked, dude. This isn't even a long case, and we're like halfway through it, and we're 45 minutes in, guys.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Alrighty, so yeah, they bring in the homing pigeons, the big guns. Here's a quote from Unsolved Mysteries. Quote, "The search expanded as the days passed. However, the searchers faced one major hurdle. The boat was the same color as the water that they were searching. 5 days later, the search was officially suspended. A total of 73,000 miles had been searched. No trace of the
Jesus.
Sarah Joe or the 5 men was found." But yeah, you can see pictures of the boat, and it's just like we said, it's just the metal, like it's just like the bare, like the metal boat. That's all it is. There's no
Yeah.
cover, no roof, but the inside of it is like a teal, turquoise, blue color. It just looks like
That's
the water.
sweet.
Yeah,
That's
it
really
is
cool. Yeah.
And yeah, like we said, keep in mind this wasn't just a storm. It was like one of the worst storms that the area had ever seen. Here's a quote from one of the guy's brother, the twin brother Robert. Quote, "I'm in the ocean all the time, and that was the roughest I've ever seen it. Plus the Alanoaha, that's probably not right. It's the Hawaiian channel down there, is one of the
Yeah.
roughest channels in the world. So if you have a
Damn.
Hawaiian native saying that's the worst the water's ever been, it's probably fucking bad.
Is
Yeah,
it like a
dude.
cable access channel?
a dancing guy.
Like a public? Yeah, a dancing guy.
Hey, so that guy was looking for his son, right?
That was his brother. That's one of the guy's twin brothers.
Oh, never mind. 'Cause
There is a dude named John that was looking for his son.
that's it. That's what I was talking about. So as he was looking for his son in the Pacific Ocean, did he ever meet a fish named Dory?
Well, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Just Finding Nemo.
Oh, I've never seen it.
What?
Finding
Have you seen
Dory?
Finding Nemo?
No. Is that the one that has Ellen DeGeneres in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she
Wrong
Nemo?
fish died.
Dude, I hate Ellen, dude. She's a bitch.
More like Ellen the Degenerate.
Oh shit.
Ellen,
Generation X.
fucking not. Just, I don't know. I hate her. She's stupid. I hate Ellen. dude.
What?
You
How
like?
can you
She's,
not like Ellen?
dude.
Do you
There's
like the picture where she's crying and Obama puts the medal on her?
Oh my god. That's Ellen? I've only seen edits of it. Is that I like
That's
the
Ellen.
I like the one where he's putting it on himself.
Dude, I honestly don't know anything about Ellen except for Finding Nemo.
Dude, she's a bitch, man. I guess she treats everyone like shit.
Yeah,
Really?
like her staff and people.
Did you see the Mariah Carey
Oh,
video?
Oh no.
There's one where Mariah Carey's a guest on there, and Mariah Carey's pregnant, but she doesn't like want to talk about it or anything. And Ellen like asks her about it. She's kind of dodging the question. And Ellen's like, "All right, yeah, you don't have to tell us, but here, let's bring out some champagne and we'll toast right here." And she's like, just to see if she drinks it or not, to see if she's pregnant.
Jesus.
Wow.
I mean, it could have been a skit, but it looks
Yeah.
real. I don't think. Why would you make a joke? Like, why would that be a skit someone wrote? Like, you're gonna make that joke?
Hey, it was good for the ratings.
Yeah, I hate her. Do not like her.
Yeah, I've never seen her show or anything. I don't really know anything about her. I saw like a stand up of her like forever ago, but
I did see where Amy Schumer went on there and stole one of Ellen DeGeneres' jokes and like
What?
said that joke on the show to her.
fuck yeah.
Almost like
Dude.
a lot of it was word for word. Yeah.
Dude,
Hashtag wild woman.
Hashtag
Yeah, I
wild woman
agree.
in that one.
Yeah, I
I agree.
actually like that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's funny, dude. Also, shout out to our boy Chris D'Elia. No, just joking. I'm just joking.
Hey, shout out to our hero, Chris
Oh,
D'Elia.
dude, what a
Wow.
piece of shit, dude. He's not even. Have you seen any of his stand up? He is so painfully unfunny. I don't understand how.
That's the guy that was like played the pedophile in
Workaholics.
Workaholics. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about him though?
He was like dozens. I don't even know how many. It's all allegations, I think, as of right now. But there's like over 100 girls that came forward and like all have like screenshots and texts of when they were like 16 and 17. And he's like,
Damn.
"Yeah, come out to my show." And then he's just like trying to fuck them and get nudes and
Dude.
stuff.
Fuck. So he was playing that like himself in Workaholics, except for
Yeah.
like it was girls instead of boys. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's saying like he was pretty much groomed. I mean, they were like 16 and 17. So I don't know all the details. It's all
Why is there-
allegations right now, but he's not.
Why is there so
funny,
much
dude.
stuff coming out like about like sexual like allegations? Like almost like every wrestler right now is like being
Yeah.
accused of that. Like
It's funny because like I don't. It's not like all this happened at once. It's just waves of outrage. It's when your outrage is like you strike while the iron's hot, I guess.
yeah.
So I don't know if Andrew's gonna make it to the next episode, boys.
Yeah, probably not. I mean,
No,
well,
probably not.
I mean, well, fuck you. You know, it's been a while anyway. But have you seen any of this stuff too? Like the wrestling stuff, like almost like every wrestler right now is being
Yeah.
accused of something.
The only
Yeah. Like-
reason that we're all safe is because no one believes that any of us have sex. So we're like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Hey, hey,
mean-
you know what I heard about Kevin? Just I try to spread rumors so people think I'm getting laid.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, the only I can't say that word.
We
well,
accuse
it's about my
ourselves.
hand.
We tweet from alts, and they go to check for the password so they can see what the account belongs to, and they're all the same phone number. Like, oh, they all end
Like-
in 22.
Yeah.
That's how
Like
they
I-
found the guy with the big collars. I can't think off the top of my head. The dude,
Luca Magnotta.
the dude, the owner. Fuck, what was he? He's the guy who's like, it's a normal sized collar. The dude with the big collars on his shirt.
I don't know. I just
Fuck,
I
dude.
was-
There's this dude. God damn it. I gotta look it up.
Was he a senator?
No, I thought he was like an owner for like an NBA team or something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Man.
Fuck,
It wasn't Dolan, was it?
Yeah, it might be Dolan. Man, I don't know. Because I'm thinking it's either like football, basketball, or baseball, and I'm wondering if it's even like a
It
commissioner.
is.
now or
It's
some
Brian Colangelo, dude.
shit. Okay, that's
But
it. Yeah.
Brian Colangelo.
Dolan owns the Indians, right?
What? Yeah. We're talking about different Dolan, but yeah, you're right.
Brian
okay.
Colangelo, he had these pictures where he has these shirts with really big collars, so people would always comment on it and be like, "Hey, get a nice collar," and they'd Photoshop his pictures with even bigger collars. But there's one where like he's defending himself, and he's like, "And by the way, that's a normal size collar," and all these accounts all ended in the same number.
Fuck
So they were
yeah.
all his. Like someone says, this dude just loves collars. And he replied from an account that's called Enough Unknown Sources. And all it says is, that is a normal collar. Move on, find a new slant.
Fuck
Dude,
yes.
They
Yeah.
knew it was him because he followed.
Did anyone?
Sorry, what's that?
Oh, did anyone call him Doctor Strange?
There has to be, dude.
Hell yeah.
But like they knew it was him because he followed like only a
His own players.
he would follow like his college alumni and stuff like that.
Oh,
Fuck
really?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Dude,
Oh, man.
That shit's so funny.
have you heard of the real or like the famous Jameis 1 account?
Like Jameis Winston.
Yeah, dude, there's
No, I
like
haven't.
everyone thinks it's the fucking Buccaneers GM because it's like famous Jameis 1.
Fuck
And he's just
yeah.
like, dude, this guy's gonna have a great year. You guys just don't get it. He's got arm strength. And then like after he had a shitty year, he's like, I don't know, maybe this guy just is a bust.
Did he like call himself one of the best quarterbacks ever or some shit?
Hey,
Dude,
technically the
he
only
al-
person who could replace him is the greatest quarterback of all time. So
Dude, he's fucking always leading. It's like, dude, James Winston has like 40 interceptions, but then you check stats and he's leading the NFL in yards and shit. It's like, oh my God. But then when you have like the tallest receivers, you can just chuck it downfield and hope for the best.
Yeah. Get it, guys.
Dude,
It's just me anytime I play Madden.
Dude,
Like,
Tampa's,
there you go.
Tampa's receiving core, dude.
oh yeah.
Dude, we'll save it for the Patreon sports show, dude. We'll have to talk about it on there. But okay, back to this. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, everyone that's listening. We've gone
okay.
off a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Let's
Something
see.
about boats in Hawaii.
Boats and hoes.
Oh.
So what happens next?
I'm interested again.
People still search. The locals, they start checking out and combing all the nearby beaches. Like we said, there is over 70,000 square miles of ocean searched, but no trace of the guys or the boat anywhere. And after weeks of searching, people still held on to hope, but ultimately it was pretty much assumed, like, yeah, the Sarah Joe must have flipped over and sunk with the 5 guys on board. Like, during a big storm, it's, like, impossible for those people to even stay on the boat. Like, it'd be so hard. Here's a quote from Unsolved Mysteries. To commemorate the 10th anniversary of the boat's disappearance, the family and friends of the missing sailors gathered on the pier where the 5 men departed. As time passed, it seemed as if memories were all that were left of the missing men and the Sarah Joe. And that would have been the end of the case. However, something happens. On September 9th, 1988, so not quite 10 years later, John Naughton, who was one of the marine biologists from earlier that we mentioned that helped out on the search, well, he was on a wildlife expedition in the Marshall Islands, which is way the fuck out away from Hana, like 2,000 miles out west from that location. And while he's there, he's near a deserted atoll. Is that how you pronounce that? Atoll?
Yeah, that's right.
By the name of
rock and roll.
Y2J.
Fuck yeah.
And while near a deserted atoll by the name of Taongi or Bokok Atoll, I don't know if that's right. Anyway, John Naughton, he saw a small boat that was flipped over on the island that had washed ashore there, which is super odd because Taongi, that atoll, is uninhabited. Uninhabited. Is it uninhabited or uninhabited?
Uninhabitable.
Unhibitable. Roy Hibbert.
Yeah.
So John and his crew, they go look at the boat, and they see, well, it has some of the registration numbers on there. Also, it has an HA on there, so we can try to figure this out and send in some of the registration for it to get all the details. And they find out that the boat is indeed registered to the Hawaiian Islands, or in the Hawaiian Islands.
What?
Crazy.
So this is pretty weird and bizarre.
So how did it get there?
Yeah, well, we'll get there. And they looked inside the boat for any clues or signs of life, but they found nothing. There were no clues, no notes, just nothing at all. And then roughly 50 to 60 yards away from the wreckage, John and the crew find a makeshift grave.
Oh, shit.
So it's like this boat and crew completely disappeared 9 years ago. And one of the guys who is the main searchers for it is like doing... He's just doing like a wildlife expedition, looking at some of the atolls, which are like ring-shaped reefs and stuff like that. It looks pretty cool if you look at a picture of it. And just by chance, 10 years later, he sees a boat flipped over on an island, and they check it out, and it's the fucking Sarah Joe.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking
That's crazy. That's insane.
Like, imagine being that guy. Like, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, he's like,
I wonder how.
Yeah.
Good.
No, it was gonna be he jerked off.
Oh. But I wonder how far
it.
onshore that boat was, because I don't exactly know how tide rises or goes up and down in like islands or whatnot. But if it's like, I'm like thinking it's like 50 feet, upshore or something, like right where the grass meets. And it's kind of crazy, like another storm or rain hasn't kind of pushed that boat out or something. But I guess if it's flipped over.
Well, yeah, there's some more interesting things. Never mind. It was gonna be that there's a bunch of weasels on the island. Turns out that was the Polly Shore, but that's not.
Oh Jesus! Oh man.
So they find this makeshift grave. It had a mound of coral rocks as well as a crudely made wooden cross. So they made
Wait,
a
real quick.
Wow.
Yeah.
For the Polly Shore Island, there was also a makeshift grave, but it was for his career.
Yeah, they just made it
for
in
it-
preparation. Like, we just want you to die, dude. So
And for all the people that killed themselves after watching Biodome.
hey, Biodome's awesome, Tim.
No, no. You even admitted that it wasn't last time we put it on, Kev.
Tim.
You
Okay.
admitted that it wasn't,
There's
Kev.
I talked to Andrew today about this. We get nowhere whenever we talk about Grease 2. We beg to well, we gotta have different opinions. We can't argue,
No.
or this will be a 3-hour long episode.
You admitted that it wasn't last time we put Biodome on, Kev. You admitted it. You must
If
have
it's
been
so
drunk.
bad, why do you keep putting it on?
If I said that, Tim, then
He put it on.
Then I admit I was wrong by telling you that. Okay, I
You
admit.
fuck Biodome.
Hey, Primo.
So
You
bad.
put that beer. You don't deserve that beer. Put it down. How dare you? Biodome's awesome. All right, it's not
No,
a good
it's
movie.
not.
All right, I admit it's not a good movie, but I love it. All right.
Oh my god.
Grease 2, great movie. Can we agree?
Grease 2 is like the Godfather compared to fucking Biodome.
I'll take
I will
it.
give it
I'll
that.
take it.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone, hold up your beer. Rest in peace to Biodome that had to make the ultimate sacrifice to make Grease 2 and Tim.
Fuck Grease 2, Biodome.
Dude, fuck Biodome, dude.
Dude, too. I gotta say, if I had to pick between the two,
like this in the Biodome? Where got my gurk on?
if I had to choose between the two, I would also say fuck Biodome, man. Grease 2
Yeah,
is good,
dude,
dude. Grease 2 is great.
It's at least watchable.
Let's do it for our country.
Exactly. Spence. Fuck yeah,
Yeah, I got-
dude.
I got your
Coming in
pencil right here.
clutch.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Is it possible the female member of some sex on a couch? And the teacher leans in. Negative. It's so good, dude. Okay.
Dude, Cool Rider is a sweet song,
Cool
though.
Rider's good. That guitar riff. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on. I'm sorry, guys. Fuck, we're getting distracted today.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, so there's a big mound of coral rocks as well as a crudely made wooden cross that was placed on the grave. And then sticking out of the pile of rocks, they can see bits of bone. Like, they find part of a fucking
fuck.
jawbone, a human jawbone
Jesus.
in these rocks.
Sounds like
Fuck.
Blair Witch type shit.
Quote, at the time, they were not certain if the gravesite was connected to the wrecked boat. The men found no evidence that the island was inhabited. Naughton recorded the registration numbers on the boat and left the site undisturbed. So they didn't straight up dig the grave up right away. They wanted to get permission and stuff. But they did find the jawbone, and they're like, well, let's get this fucking checked out.
Yeah.
Real quick, I have to stop right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this could end the debate.
Oh, God.
Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score. What's higher, Grease 2 or Biodome?
It's got to be Grease too. It has to be.
By
I
only
hope-
2%, 51 to 53%. It's there.
Fuck.
It's
Who
there.
the fuck is giving either of those movies in the 50s?
Fuck yeah, 2% just like my milk, tooth.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Look,
Dude,
Tim,
yeah,
it looks like
okay,
you're
what
in the
was
They
the
both have
critic-
over 100,000 reviews.
What was the critic score? What was the critic score on either?
Oh, they both got to be
Oh, you're going to
garbage.
trust the critics?
No,
well,
dude.
no,
yeah.
but okay, for Biodome, I will.
What is it,
Fucking
dude? What's the critic score for both?
4% for Biodome, 38% for Grease 2.
Yeah, 4 is way too fucking high for Biodome. For
What are
one.
the IMDb scores,
Hey,
dude?
hey, the critics gave Amy Schumer's stand-up a 91% and Dave Chappelle's a 10. So let's just
Okay,
go from
that.
there.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Let's just
yeah.
go
That
there.
was all political though.
The-
You
we
know
don't
it.
care.
The critics
And so is
are
Grease
political.
2.
All right, guys.
Not.
All right, guys. Grease 2.
It was political.
Grease 2 on IMDb, 4.4 out of 10. Biodome, 4.5. Horse
Oh my god.
God. 3
Bullshit.
wins and 1 nomination.
Okay, fine, dude. What does fucking
What
Delta
did it
Farce
win?
have then?
Yeah, what's Delta Farce at?
Hey.
Because I bet you Delta Farce beats both.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
So I saw Biodome has 3 wins and 1 nomination, so I went to take a look at the awards. Winner of the Stinky Award,
Yeah,
worst
it's definitely got the
on-screen
Razzies.
Worst on-screen hairstyle, Stephen Baldwin. Most
Oh my
painfully, Most painfully unfunny comedy, and then worst actor Pauly Shore.
Yeah, dude.
How you like
We
that?
call those
Poor
people
Pauly Shore.
haters.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Grease 2 was nominated for worst picture,
Yep.
but also nominated
Yep.
for best family feature.
Yeah.
What?
It's
Who,
really
the
good
fucking
for
Manson
families.
family?
And
Yeah, dude. How the fuck is Grease 2 a family movie?
it had
Grease 1 isn't even a family
Michelle
movie.
Pfeiffer, best young motion picture actress. She was good in it.
Yeah.
She
Oh
was
yeah.
good.
She's pretty cute.
Hell yeah, dude. Especially when
Still
she's
not bad looking for being in her fucking 60s.
I
Yeah.
heard Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is also a family picture.
Oh god, it's such a good fucking movie. I love it.
Oh man. Okay, back to this. Fuck, guys. What are we do? We're like squirrels today, man. Our attention spans.
Dude,
We're up to the jawbone,
hey,
man.
squirrely.
Squirrel.
Let's just
Speaking
fucking
of
buy it
squirrels, Bono. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly, dude. Okay.
Squirrely, squirrel.
So yeah, some weird shit. Like we said, the Coast Guard took the registration numbers, ran them, and surprise, surprise, it matched that of the Sarah Joe. And
Uh-oh.
after the boat was identified, the grave site was then okayed to be excavated, and they were able to uncover a partial human skeleton. And thanks to some dental records, the skeleton would later be identified as Scott Mormon, which was one of the 5
Wow.
men on board the Sarah Joe.
Dude, what if they dug up the grave site and they were like, holy shit, where are the bones? Where are the bones? But they were actually just opening up the new KFC 20-piece boneless chicken tender surprise.
Oh fuck, dude.
They're
Jeez.
like, hey, there ain't nothing in here, but I found a Chico stick.
They dig it up and they just find that doll, and he's like, "How to get burned? How to get burned?"
Fuck yeah, dude. They find all the ET games.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so also inside the grave there was a mysterious stack of white papers, which we'll talk about right here. Here's a quote from medium.com. At a medium pace, I'll read this one.
Hey, I think I already know what those white
man.
papers were. If
Hell
you're alone on an
yeah.
island, might as well.
Zigzags. Oh, too. Did I tell you
Pretend
guys
I'm the pizza delivery guy and watch me whack off.
when I was like 14, I took notebook paper and rolled up crabgrass and smoked it and tried to smoke it. Did I tell you guys that?
Nice.
No.
It was so bad, dude. It was so dumb.
I don't think you'd get anything from that.
Did I ever
No,
tell you
it was
about?
bad. It didn't do anything. Just tasted like shit.
Did I ever tell you about when? Okay, you remember the guy that got me the job at Bob's? I don't want to say his name.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? If
I'm sorry.
if you're not able to say, it, you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm not able to say it.
Yeah.
But
Stables.
okay, so yeah,
All those jokes.
so me and him were trying to like play a trick on my mom, and we put like I don't know, it was like fucking like grass and like some other shit in my drawer to make it look like it was weed.
Fuck yeah. Dude.
And it was like right after I just got out of foster care, and our like caseworker lady that like had to like come and like make sure we had food and stuff like that
Oh my god.
like came over and looked in there and called the cops. And the fucking cops come and I'm like, it's grass. It's fucking
Yeah.
grass. We were messing with my mom.
And-
And like the cops like came in there and like took it. And then they're like, yeah, it's not weed.
You're like, hey man, hey Deputy Johnson, you want to smoke this on the way home?
They're like, hey man, can we give you $20 if you can give us some more?
But dude, they thought it was weed. Like it's fucking grass. Smell it. Like, dude, you can literally just look at it and see
Dude,
it's not
that's so
weed.
funny.
So can we call you Toby?
There's a
Oh
caprese
fuck
salad.
yeah, dude, the
Oh, I
salad.
thought
there's
his name was
there's a little
Kuta.
basil there.
Hey, no, it's marijuana.
It's marijuana. So fucking good.
So on those white papers, quote, on examining the grave closely, they envisaged, I don't know what that word is. They found blank pieces of paper on top of the skeleton, which were loose, though arranged like an open manuscript or book. Between
Whoa.
the papers was something which Naughton later described as tinfoil. The pack of
Was it labeled Me Manifesto?
oh my god, fuck yeah, dude! Lose one friend, lose all friends, lose yourself. It said in there.
Fuck
Exactly.
yeah, dude.
That's all
Boy
it
Meets
says.
World.
The pack of Feeny. When he does that, Feeny.
Nothing else seemed important.
The pack of 3-inch square papers was about 3/4 inch thick and did not have any function according to the biology team. It was just square papers, like that big, like American cheese, like that size, and it was like
Yeah.
almost an inch high stack of those, just blank white pieces of paper. And then between them was like a tinfoil screen. No
That's
writing or
weird.
anything on it. They
Damn.
weren't
Do you
quite
think
sure.
they just got bored and did that? Like, just stuck on the island? It was
Hey,
like,
we'll
just
fuck with the people who
doing-
find our remains.
Yeah, like they might have.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. And one more note about the boat. The motor was not in the boat, although Unsolved Mysteries states that it was later found by divers and that it was wedged underwater in nearby coral. Coral!
Coral.
So
Sorry, what you have to do to Sophia?
Yeah.
Carl, are you ready for what you have to do to Sophia?
So good.
Fucks her on a mattress on a roof and blows a load in her mouth. That kills her. We need to watch that again. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is the Walking Dead porn parody. It's pretty good. So yeah, what the hell's going on? How did the remains of Scott Mormon get to that island? And also who buried his remains?
Yeah.
And to make a strange case even more strange, the boat disappeared in 1979 and it was found again in 1988, so 9 years. Well, on that same island where the boat was found, quote, a U.S. government survey of the island in 1984 did not spot the wreck or the nearby grave of one of its crew. This suggests that the boat and grave were not there in 1984. But according to friends and relatives of the missing crew, I don't know. I cut that part out.
I just believe the government's lazy and just didn't really want to report anything or do anything.
So that's possible. So the government survey of the island in 1984, they didn't mention. They said there was no boat or grave there. Maybe they didn't see it. It's not a big island, so either it wasn't there or they just didn't make note of it, and then it got forgotten. So either way, that's pretty weird. If that's true, then like, where the fuck was it for those 5 years?
Absolutely.
And then one final note here to mention. Experts determined that it would have taken the Sarah Joe 3 months to drift from Maui to the atoll where it was found. So if anyone on the crew was alive, I mean, that's 3 months out in the ocean with no
so
supplies.
like, how would you be alive?
So, yeah.
Shit.
So it's pretty much for the most part. We'll get to theories right here. So before I mention some of the accepted theories, I do want to hear what your guys' thoughts are, or Toof, if you have a theory, or anyone has a theory on like what happened to the crew or the Sarah Joe and who buried Scott Mormon and things like that. I mean, we're gonna get into some more details right here, but I'm just curious as to what your guys' thoughts are so far.
yeah, I've got a theory I've been working on since the fucking beginning because I figured it out.
Oh shit, what was it, Toof?
There wasn't no fucking storm, dude, because the boat still was fine. It wasn't damaged. They just lost their engine. Because when 5 guys get together having fun on a boat, you get to singing a little bit. And what did they do that probably, capsized their boat and maybe drowned them all and they all had to go to the island? One of those fuckers just starts singing. Probably fucking Scott, dude. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby.
Rock the
like,
boat.
Scott, you son of a bitch. And they just tipped over, man.
Oh fuck, dude. That's a good theory that you've had since the beginning, Toof.
Probably what happened.
Yeah.
My theory is that they did the thing from Pirates of the Caribbean where they have to flip the boat all the way around, and I think that happened.
Yeah.
That's all I've got for my theory. That's all I have planned out so far, though. So,
What probably happened is that
a catfish got him.
somehow, that's probably what happened. But like somehow, like the other two probably just got, I don't know, they were in the ocean somewhere, and somehow that guy's body was still with the boat, and it floated all the way there, but he was already dead.
Yeah, no,
And
that is
there's
a
people
theory.
on that island, and like they just buried him.
Well, the island was uninhabited. There's no one on the island.
Oh fuck!
So, we'll get into some details right here. Here's a
Not
quote.
inhabited by people.
Oh, that is true. We were
true.
mentioning possibly a catfish was involved.
Yeah, monkeys
Shit.
could have buried him.
Yeah, that's true. They've done a lot of
Monkeys
crazier
are the
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
I heard like if you leave enough monkeys on an island and like they had infinite time, that they would eventually bury Scott Mormon.
The funny thing is he heard that in
So-
school because that's what they taught us.
So I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect. That was a dumb joke.
I heard that Triple H was Triple H was on the island, and Scott was this up and coming wrestler, and just Triple H was like, I gotta bury this guy somehow.
Fuck
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Also, I guess I had to hurry up and clean this island up because they have UFC going on here soon at Fight Island.
Fuck yeah,
so-
that's funny.
So here's a quote from Historic Mysteries. Quote, one of the more plausible theories revolves around an Oriental burial tradition. Chinese traditionally include in a coffin the provision of small pieces of paper or paper money separated by gold or silver foil. These items are interred with the corpse as a means of fortune for the afterlife. This matches the type of burial the researchers found at Taongi Atoll. Hence, it is possible that a fishing boat from either could have come across the deceased or ailing Mormon. If they were fishing illegally, they may have provided them with a proper burial according to their local customs without reporting it. Now, the question remains about the other 4 crew members. Plausibly, the storm took them all. Perhaps this left the unfortunate Scott Mormon alone in the middle of the Pacific with little to no supplies or much hope of rescue.
Like, if you're fishing illegally and you find a body, do you care that much about the fact that you were fishing illegally?
See, I don't know. I don't know like the punishments for that. But
Yeah, like I feel like
mean,
you're not gonna go to like just don't say you were fishing.
Yeah, it's weird that you care enough to bury him, but not.
Yeah.
You don't care enough to report it.
Yeah, like just like, hey, we were passing on our boat and
Yeah.
saw this guy. We
Yeah.
buried him, or don't even bury him at that point. Just like, hey, we found this dude dead.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like-
I feel like fishing illegally is not that. You're not going to prison for it. I
Eh,
wouldn't think.
They did find an audio cassette on the island, and they played it, and it went, Scott Mormon, yeah, we forgot him, buried him in the sand.
Oh hell yeah, Kurt Brooks.
So I've got a
Scott
question.
Mormon
If
versus
we're
the
doing-
world.
Oh my god, yes.
That's probably what happened for a couple days, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
What's that, too?
He just
So if we're
fought
getting
all
your
these
theories,
monsters.
I'm taking it we're near the end.
Yeah.
So we never found the other 4 men?
The other 4 bodies are never recovered. We have no idea what happens. It sounds like most likely that the storm hit and they all went overboard and died, except for Scott Mormon, who we'll mention right here. They believe possibly he tied himself to the boat, maybe, and then it took 3 months from the boat to drift from Hana to the atoll. So they think he probably tied himself there with the rope and then died. And then whenever they found the boat, whoever found him just found his dead body in there, or the
Yeah.
remains, which
That has to be what happened.
and then they buried it. Yeah, that's what they believe
It's-
happened.
there's no way he was alive when he got there. There's no way.
No.
Like
No.
not
He's like-
3 months out in the ocean.
Do you guys have a fresca?
Wait, dude.
That's not funny.
Or maybe a White Claw.
Did they?
They're like, we only have orbits. Never mind. I'll drink the seawater.
Did they say if he ever found rum ham or
Oh my god.
Oh my
dude. No.
rum ham? I'm sorry, rum ham. I'm sorry.
Here's a quote. This is from the sanhakomune.org. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, nice.
Quote, however, someone found and buried the dead body of Scott Mormon, and within the grave was placed what seems to be Chinese joss paper, or a type of colored tissue paper containing silver strips. This usually signifies good luck in the next life. It is thought that illegal fishermen from either Taiwan or China found the dead body and buried it with respect and consideration, even building a cross out of driftwood. So, and I think they might have, I heard this on another podcast. I don't remember which one it was. I want to say the trail went cold, maybe. But they mentioned that, I don't have the source written down for this, but I think it was that podcast where they mentioned that there was a beer bottle found on the island that was like a Chinese label. And then also part of the boat, like a piece of the boat, was buried with him as well. I didn't see that in
wow.
these sources, but I remember hearing it on a podcast. I think it was that one.
So why'd you bury him, Kev?
Well, he was, I don't know. I didn't have a funny answer. I'm sorry, Spence. All I can think about is we have this hillbilly guy at work, And he's like, man, I just can't believe, man. I get so pissed off when people fucking with my money. These people are fucking with my money. And this is what he's mad about. He just started, and he didn't get paid on Friday, which is because when you first start, you get paid for the week that you worked before.
Yeah,
so
they hold
your
a week
first
back.
check is in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he was upset. He's like, man, they were fucking with my money.
Is that his first fucking
Yeah.
job?
I'm like, dude, that's how
Every
it fucking
job
works.
does that.
And they tell
Yeah.
you when you get hired, like they tell you, like, hey, your first check will be the second Friday. They were fucking with my money. He also wears an ankle bracelet, so
Fuck
He did
yeah.
the instead of the ref thing, he's like, that boss tried to fuck on me.
Oh, dude. That shit was so fucking funny.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh,
dude, the
he had
cat's
those big
eyes were
eyes,
so big there
dude.
for a second.
Tooth got some pussy.
Oh, Toof, what's that like, baby? It must have been the fucking Australian Daniel jersey that he got
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Rock
No
the
doubt.
boat. Don't rock the boat, baby.
So some think
doubt.
maybe the rest of the crew died during the storm, probably getting thrown overboard and then drowning, or maybe landing in a whale's mouth. Scott being the last dude in the boat. I like that no one even chuckled. No one even gave me a sympathy laugh on that one. That one hurts, guys.
I was like, wait, what did he say?
Dude, I would honestly rather land in a whale's mouth though.
Yeah, dude. I would too.
I mean, he's
That-
probably
this-
still drowned, but
the water's so scary, dude. So scary.
Yeah.
And being in that little ass boat, like
Dude,
if you
like
saw a
what hap-
picture of it with all 5 of them in it, it's just
yeah.
it's 17 feet. Sounds so much bigger than it is. Like,
What
it's
happened to
so
Shad?
tiny.
Like what happened to Shad sounds so fucking scary.
Oh, yeah.
Shad Gaspard. Dude, like fuck that.
Dude, I just realized these guys were pretty much
That-
floating
Oh,
around in
yeah.
Shaq's shoe.
Yeah, the wrestler.
Yeah, the
Like,
crime
dude, they were
time
just
dude.
fucking like they were just fucking swimming. Like out in the like I was swimming out in the ocean that like a little over a year ago.
Yeah, that shit's scary, dude. Here's
it's
a
terrifying.
picture of let me pull it up. Nope. Like that's all the bigger that boat is.
Holy shit.
Shit.
And now imagine 40-foot tall waves, like one of the worst storms ever. Like where do you even go? What do you do?
Yeah, you just die.
I mean, there's nothing you can do. That boat's
Wait.
fucking too teeny, dude.
So like how strong that was, like if the current was going that way, would it still have taken 3 months to get to that island?
I don't know. They said they guessed, that was an estimate, that it would have taken 3
Yeah.
months for them to drift that way.
Like
But,
if the current was strong enough, like maybe less time. I don't know.
but if the thing is true about the 5 years later, though, and then that not even being there, but the boat,
Yeah.
I think, was in good shape. I saw a picture of it. It looked fine. I mean, the motor was missing, and it was, like, flipped over, but it didn't look like it wasn't ripped to shreds or anything.
Yeah.
So Scott being the last dude in the boat somehow drifted out to sea after the rest of the guys went over, and then he either died of like dehydration, starvation, or just the elements. And then whoever found him on that island, possibly Chinese fishermen, they buried him, and then maybe they took the boat motor and left, although one source says the boat motor was found in the water. One question, though, that stumps some people is how the fuck did this boat survive that monster storm? Because, I mean, that
Yeah.
boat's so little, I don't know. But yeah, it really just sounds like the crew all fell overboard and drowned or died somehow in the water. And then Scott Mormon, he just drifted, like he tied himself to the boat, eventually dying, and then his remains just kind of drifted around in the ocean for a while, which is so fucking scary, dude. Just like
Oh yeah.
just a dead corpse in a boat for years, just out there drifting in the ocean. That's so scary.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's,
I guess he wasn't really a big fan of Puddle of Mud then.
Why's that, Toof?
Well, he would probably hate the song Drift and Die.
Oh, that's a song.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. But yeah, that's everything for the case. You guys got any anything you want to add to it? Any more theories or any mentions or just anything at all?
I had a couple theories.
Yeah, let's hear 'em.
Did you all ever see that documentary Mermaids: The Body Found?
Yeah, dude, because there were so many people that thought it was real.
I never saw it.
I mean, I think it's pretty accurate. And I think that's a possible direction this could have gone. It might have been the mermaids that buried him like that.
Man, merman.
You know, I do have another theory. How the fuck haven't you heard Drift and Die?
I don't listen to Puddle of Mud. I don't know.
Cause I drift and die.
You've heard Drift and
Oh
Die,
yeah,
I
because
guess.
it gave it all
Drift
away. I'm just joking.
Like if you play it, you've heard it, Kev.
What was the song I was singing?
Hang on a second.
I don't know why.
Isn't
I
that
know
Puddle of Mud also?
songs. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Puddle of Mud.
Is it
The pain you
Blurry?
gave to me. I think blurry. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. My other theory was that it was John Cena who buried him because the other fishermen didn't do their job.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah.
Are you
dude.
sure about that? Dude,
And then he left because the wave did its job.
dude, I used to have this this Chrome add-on, but I had to get rid of it because it would scare the fuck out of me. It had like a 5 or 10% chance that whenever you typed in like in the search bar or just went to a website, that it would redirect you to a John Cena page where it just whatever your volume is, it just goes the John Cena theme song in black.
Yeah.
Like it's always loud, like
Fuck
super loud.
yeah.
And it would scare the fuck out of me.
Hell
But it
yeah.
starts off yelling John Cena, and I couldn't do it, man, because it would scare me so much, dude.
Have you seen where they pranked that lady? Trying to keep getting her to watch that pay-per-view. He's like, it's John. Oh fuck! It's so fucking funny.
I'll have to check it
It's
out.
like, yeah, it's on YouTube.
All right, anything else before we shut her down? Toof, what was that? What are you doing?
Taking nude pics.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Jeremiah.
Dude, are we 2 hours in?
We're an hour and 26.
Oh, okay. I see like 2 hours up on our thing. Maybe that's just like when we started, like on the video.
That's right.
All right, Spence, you want to do our close and shit, brother? You're
Yeah, what's up, brotherlings?
Ooh.
You y'all need to get busy with liking and subscribing to shit. Hurry up. There's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Snapchat, there's Discord, there's Reddit, there's email. The email is thebrotherscommonplace@gmail.com. The website is thebrotherscommonplace.com. We like those 5-star reviews better than the 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s.
Oh fuck yeah.
So if you could leave those, that would be more helpful. And it helps us get higher up in the ratings, which we used to be the top of, like, I don't know, Singapore and Vietnam or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It's usually that's about it.
Yeah, so we're pretty badass in that regard.
Yeah.
And you should add to that by subscribing and liking, and you should also talk to us. We always need feedback.
I love it.
We love to hear from y'all. We love your messages. We love your requests for stickers and things.
Oh, yes.
So send it on our way.
Yeah.
And
I will say in Jamaica, in true crime, we are number 15 right now. So
Dude,
Fuck
I am
yeah.
drinking a fucking red stripe, dude. Is that live?
this red stripe
Is this
is for you
live?
guys. Yeah.
Is that live?
also for all our Australian listeners, of whom we have many.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. The
Look how
Fosters.
Fat
Fosters.
that bitch is.
Fosters. Mine's already gone, but
In
We're
Russia.
fostering some feelings for you guys.
Oh, fuck yeah,
right now.
In Russia, in true crime, we're 112. So, hell yeah. Special thank you to everyone that has already left us a review. That means a ton to us. That's super cool. Thank you so much. And if you haven't yet, that would really help us out. We'd appreciate it. Also, if you could share this with a friend. If you're listening and enjoy it, please share it with a friend or on social media and tag us. So we'll give you a shout out or something. That'd be super cool. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier, our Patreon will be coming back soon. We got some ideas ready to go for that. I will message everyone that was a member of the Patreon before we shut it down, so you don't get charged again. Since the way the payment works, it comes out on the first of the month, so probably the first week of July I'll start it up, so no one would get charged until August. But yeah, I'll send emails out so anyone that doesn't want to be part of it can cancel it. It's shitty. I wish they would let me remove everyone from it and just start it over,
Or-
but they
Or
won't.
even understand what you mean.
But yeah, they wouldn't. I tried to be like, hey, can I just get rid of everyone and just so the people that want to sign up can? But all you can do is block people. I'm like,
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Kevin's like, hey, I'm just trying to not block people. I'm just trying to like re-up, but like, not add everyone too. And they're like, why are you not doctor yet?
okay. No, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Primo, anything else, man?
No, I got nothing.
Alrighty, Toof, my boy, you're a great dude for real, man. But do you have
Cutest
any
boy.
words of wisdom you want to give to these fine listeners?
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was
Oh.
convincing them that Toof's a good boy.
You
Oh,
are a good
fuck
boy,
yeah.
dude. You're a real
Dude's
good
the best boy.
So me and Andrew, we've been living together for, I don't know, 3 weeks now.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
Thought
we
it
have
was
a
a
garden
little
out
I thought it
back.
was longer than that.
We have a garden out back, and we grow a bunch of stuff in it. In this greenhouse, that's it. We have a greenhouse that we grow stuff in. And what Andrew doesn't know is I'm trying to genetically alter these carrots so I can suck his fucking hog. Because I mean, Andrew's got this big fat red
Oh.
rocket that I just can't fucking fit in there, man. So I'm trying to practice on these fucking carrots and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Because all I want to do is just give Andrew blowjobs in this greenhouse. So I'm thinking about making a movie about it. It's gonna be called Biodome.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
damn, dude.
Fuck yeah.
That was good. I like that, dude.
Yeah.
There's also that garden out back that me and Andrew have at my house because he lives with me a little
Please.
bit. And we just grow different crops back there, like stuff we really enjoy. And we call it the Garden of Eden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because we eat the stuff. We got corn back there, man. I love
Fuck
corn.
yeah,
Dude, I really thought you were gonna say it's a garden where you go out back and you just fart in it, make shitty sounds, and it's called Sound Garden.
Dude. It's actually funny. Me and Andrew lives with me sometimes too.
Oh shit.
And we have this garden.
That's actually
kind of
true. That's actually
we have this garden out back, and
Uh-huh.
and me and Andrew like go back there and we bang, but we're
Yeah.
both in like relationships, so we're just cheating on our women, so we call it the garden of cheating.
And one time I asked Andrew, I was like, Andrew, we have a great garden, man. We've been living with each other for a while now. We have a great relationship. We care about each other. And
oh my god.
and I was like, but I gotta know, is it like what do you care about more, me or the garden? Because I love you, Andrew. And he looked at me and he said, Olive Garden. And then they brought out free breadsticks.
oh my god, yes.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh fuck yeah.
Anything else, Spence? Do you have any garden jokes before we shut her down?
Yeah, I'm all gardened out.
I think Chris D'Elia has one. I think he wanted to talk about where he was going to scope out the babes. Oh, kindergarten. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
right.
Alrighty. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Be good.
Stay safe.
I laugh at the dark stuff.
Hashtag wild man.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
Hashtag wild lady.
Ooh.
Yeah, the sea.
Wait, were you just doing the L.A.? I just remember Nelly doing that in one of his videos.
Fucking Nelly.
That's how I know it.
Dude, he might be a listener at this point.
Dude, Nelly's the shit, dude.
I like his songs, but like, is he doing anything now?
I don't know. Let me go real quick before we shut this down, guys. Let me Google some Nelly news.
Nelly.
Yeah, we need Nelly news.
Like, is
What's
his
your
Band-Aid still on?
guys' Okay, here's latest news. What do you guys think the latest thing? Nelly rape accuser asked police to stop investigation.
All right. Yep. That was about where I was going.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm done. So,
Huh.
two-
Hashtag Dayman.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, I like
Oh.
that.
Hashtag Fighter of the Night Man.
Oh, fuck yeah, he is.
Hashtag Champion of the Sun.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
where he's
fucking-
huffing, where he picks up the spray paint to huff it again, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Toof, real quick. Who was it? You sent us that. Was it? Fuck. You sent me a snap of someone that got arrested for huffing paint. Was it Alfalfa?
It was Alfalfa, yeah.
He fucking overdosed on it, dude. What do you?
Fuck yeah.
Good God.
Yeah,
Imagine
dude.
how do you even get caught doing that?
So actor Bug
It
Hall.
wasn't paint though, wasn't it? Wasn't
Oh
it
yeah, it was
computer duster?
Duster. It was Duster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he overdosed on it, dude. They found him in his hotel room, and they said that there was, quote, a large number of air duster cans.
Fuck yeah, dude! How do you do more than one?
I don't know. dude.
Hey, I guess there definitely wasn't a large
Practice.
number of alfalfa fans.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Oh my god, dude.
Like nobody
Bug
liked
Hall.
him.
Let's see. What's
Like
something?
we were all Spanky fans.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yes.
Spanky.
It's always been Spanky.
I liked Froggy though, dude, because I whipped
I
out my
whipped out
lizard.
my lizard.
Fuck yeah, dude.
She wanted to come over and play.
Fuck, dude.
I
this-
said, "Fuck you, bitch."
I said you fucking suck my dick or get out of here. Dude, Bug Hall kind of looks like James Holmes in his fucking arrest picture.
Wait, who
dude.
does?
Bug Hall. That's the name of the
Who's that?
Alfalfa guy.
His name's Bug Hall.
Yeah.
That's his name.
They
His name is
named-
Bug.
They named somebody Bug.
His real name is Brandon Bug Hall Barnett, but he goes by
What the
Bug Hall.
Why would you go by Bug?
It's better than going by Mel Hall.
I don't know.
Shit,
It
dude.
might not be. I might rather be.
Hashtag Bug Hall of Fame.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, that might be a real thing.
Yeah, dude. Hashtag T-Bro Nutsack.
For sure. Hashtag thank you, Mark.
Hashtag Where Did My Balls Go? Tim's old brother movie.
Fuck yeah, dude. I don't even
Hashtag
remember
Blump
what
Kids.
was that
Oh,
one. I
Blump
remember
Kids. We haven't done that in a while, dude. Hashtag Blump
what
Kids.
was where did the balls go?
Um,
I remember it being my
where
movie. I
did
just
my
don't remember what it
balls
was.
go? Is it a veterinarian? Something about a vet? I don't know. I remember anal loving, which is a proctologist looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, me and Andrew, we went through and listened to a bunch of old episodes. We had the Shit Socket Eye Hole 2 movie poster made, and it was
Yeah.
wrong. I thought he learned to throw up shit. He shits out of his dick.
Oh fuck yeah.
Dude, got it wrong. I thought he threw it up.
It's fine.
crazy.
That's okay.
Hey, I haven't bought a shirt of that yet, so
So,
we're good.
I'm going to keep it as the throwing it up one. That one's better.
Yeah.
But alrighty, are we shutting her down, boys?
I think
Let's
so.
shut
Yeah.
her down.
All right, hit
So,
the stop.
guys. Night, fellas.
Oh, I'm still recording video though too, so I got that. You taking your shirt off?
What?
All right, I'm hitting
That's
stop.
what the people want to see.
Oh yeah.